Imagine the Vikings, fierce warriors sailing in longships. They came from Scandinavia. Now picture the Islamic world. Think of grand cities and scholars. This was the Islamic Golden Age. These two worlds seem very different. Yet history shows us they were connected. The Vikings were known for their raids, but they were also traders. They traveled vast distances. The Islamic world was at its peak. It stretched from Spain to China. These two cultures met and traded. They exchanged goods and ideas. This exchange had a lasting impact on both civilizations. The 9th century was a time of great change. The Vikings were expanding their horizons, driven by a thirst for adventure and the promise of new opportunities. They ventured out from Scandinavia, navigating treacherous waters and braving unknown territories. They explored new lands, from the icy coasts of Greenland to the rich river valleys of Eastern Europe. They sought wealth and trade, establishing bustling markets wherever they went. Their ships were laden with goods ready to barter and exchange. Meanwhile, the Islamic world was prosperous and thriving. Its cities were hubs of culture and commerce. It had wealthy cities like Baghdad, renowned for their grandeur and economic power. These cities were centers of trade, attracting merchants from all corners of the world. Trade routes connected the Vikings and the Islamic world, creating a network of exchange that spanned continents. Rivers like the Volga and the Dnieper were important arteries of this trade, facilitating the movement of goods and people. Vikings sailed down these rivers, navigating their way through complex waterways. They reached the Caspian Sea, a crucial junction in their trade routes. From there, they could travel as far as Baghdad, connecting with the heart of the Islamic world. These journeys were long and dangerous, fraught with natural obstacles and the constant threat of conflict. But the rewards were great, with successful trades bringing immense wealth and prestige. The Vikings brought furs, slaves, and weapons, valuable commodities in the markets they visited. They traded these for silver, silk, and spices, enriching their own culture and economy in the process. Archaeologists have found compelling evidence of this trade, revealing a fascinating connection between two distant cultures. Viking burial sites contain Islamic coins, which were highly valued by the Vikings. These coins, known as dirhams, were a form of currency that originated in the Islamic world. They were meticulously minted in various regions of the Islamic world, showcasing intricate designs and Arabic script. These coins have been discovered in Scandinavia and other Viking settlements, indicating extensive trade routes. This evidence proves that Vikings traveled to Islamic lands, engaging in long-distance trade. It also highlights the vast reach and influence of Islamic trade networks during that era. But it wasn't just coins that were exchanged. The Vikings brought back a variety of other goods. These included beautifully crafted ceramics, exquisite glassware, and luxurious textiles. These objects reflect the immense wealth and sophisticated craftsmanship of the Islamic world. They also tell us about the Vikings' appreciation for luxury goods and their desire to acquire them. The Vikings valued these objects so highly that they buried them with their dead, signifying their importance. This practice shows how much they treasured these items, integrating them into their burial rituals. The presence of these artifacts in burial sites underscores the deep cultural and economic connections forged through Viking-Islamic trade. The exchange between Vikings and the Islamic world went beyond just trade. It also involved ideas and technology. Arab scholars wrote about the Vikings. They described their ships and customs. Some historians believe the Vikings learned shipbuilding techniques from the Islamic world. There is also evidence of cultural influence in the opposite direction. Some Viking art shows Islamic motifs. This suggests that Vikings were influenced by Islamic art and design. The extent of this cultural exchange is still being studied. It reveals a fascinating interaction between two very different cultures. The connection between Vikings and the Islamic world is often overlooked. This fascinating link between two seemingly disparate cultures reveals a rich tapestry of interaction and exchange. But it is a crucial part of history that deserves more attention. The trade routes that connected these two worlds were bustling with activity, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and even technologies. It challenges our understanding of both civilizations, showing that they were more interconnected than previously thought. The Vikings, often stereotyped as mere raiders, were also skilled navigators and traders. The Vikings were not just raiders. They ventured far and wide, establishing trade networks that reached as far as the Islamic world. They were also explorers and traders, bringing back not only goods but also knowledge and cultural influences. The Islamic world was not isolated. It was a hub of commerce and culture, connected to distant lands through extensive trade networks. It was connected to distant lands through trade, which brought a variety of goods and ideas from different parts of the world. This connection had a lasting impact on both societies, influencing their cultures, economies, and even their technologies. The story of the Vikings and the Islamic world is a reminder of the interconnectedness of human history. It shows how cultures have always been in dialogue with one another. The world has always been interconnected, with trade routes serving as the veins through which the lifeblood of commerce and culture flowed. Cultures have always influenced each other, leading to a rich and diverse tapestry of human civilization. By studying these connections, we gain a richer understanding of the past. We learn how different societies interacted, traded, and influenced each other. And we can better appreciate the diverse tapestry of human history, recognizing the contributions of various cultures to our shared heritage. If you enjoyed this exploration of history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into our shared past.